Tiffany, how does the state budget affect you?
It affects me because with cutting funding for the UW schools, once I get out of school, I'm going to have tons and tons of loans, thousands of dollars already before the cuts, and now the tuition would go up if the budget gets, if our budget gets cut, the funding. So, and then afterwards, I'm going to be going in a job. I have English and Women's Studies as my major. So, first of all, when I'm done with just my bachelor's, there really aren't going to be many jobs to begin with for me to get into. So, how am I supposed to pay those loans? And then I'm planning on going for a PhD to be an English professor, and so I'll be stuck in this cycle again because now I'll be working in the system that's funding is going to get cut, and I won't be paid as much, and I won't be able to pay off my loans as quick as I should be able to. So I'll be in debt for a very, very long time, personally, and a lot of students have the same worries, except some people are even more afraid, because at least, you know.
What kind of worries do you have? Like you said, you have a lot of debt. Is that going to impact
lifestyle?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, definitely. You know, I'm going to be living in, I'm going from Manitowoc to Milwaukee, and already the expense to live there is so expensive. Once I have to start paying off loans, how am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to have an apartment? I mean, apartments are like $1,000 there. If I'm paying off loans, I'm not going to have a place to live. So.
That's true. It actually reminds me of, I recently graduated, and after my 6 months just ended for my loan deferment area, so I literally have $939 a month to pay in student loans on top of rent and on top of living. So like I work in the nonprofit area, and living off that with lower wages, it's rough. So I definitely know where you're going.
Especially with minimum wage being as low as it is, the cost of living being so high, many students who are just going for their bachelor's, I don't know how they're going to be able to live and pay off their loans. So pretty much you have to be pretty high middle class or wealthy to be able to succeed after college these days. So.
How about the voter ID Act? We've been talking a lot about that at today's gathering. Is there any parts in there that you're not liking? The photo ID itself, the residency requirements?
For me especially, since I'm going from Manitowoc to Milwaukee, and we have the fall elections, you have to have a certain amount of days, about a month of living with your ID and everything settled in order to even vote. I'm not going to be able to vote in Milwaukee or Manitowoc if this is what happens. So I'm going to be pretty stuck. So.
Ouch.
And, you know, our UW has a very good two-year school system, and a lot of people are going to be transferring out of there having the same issues, so. And I have friends that are going out of state, too. What are they going to be able to do? So, because they're still technically Wisconsin citizens, so.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, thank you so much for being here today.
Yep.
And I think we're going to get ready for fun zombie action to let the world get something going on.
Awesome.
Sweet.